In 2006, Nigel Godrich announced along with producer Dilly Gent, James Chad, and John Woollcombe that they were shooting a new music series titled From the Basement. The main idea of the series was to allow bands to play their music and show off their talent without need for TV promo or interference from presenters and audiences. It was just the band, their instruments, and a camera crew. The show first started in 2007. It ran many episodes showcasing all sorts of music, but one of the most popular examples, and the one you're here for, is Radiohead's From the Basement sets. They did one in 2008 for the album In Rainbows, and one again in 2011 for King of Limbs. These performances are considered to be some of the band's best, with King of Limbs' performance often preferred by some over the band's studio release of that same album. But what makes these sessions so much better than an ordinary live performance? As I mentioned previously, there's no stress, no showmanship they have to worry about. The band is just given freedom to play, and they don't take it too seriously. They have a good time, crack jokes between songs, and you can just tell how passionate they are about their music. They all get into a groove on every track that you can't see and experience with the studio versions of the albums. You can see how talented they really are as a band and as individuals. One of the best bits of these performances is how the band puts together these extremely complex songs in a live setting. In the In Rainbows performance of Weird Fishes, you can see Johnny switching between a piano into guitar so he can loop the guitar to be used again later, all without being able to hear what he's looping, just to jump back into playing like normal. You can see Tom simultaneously play drums and sing during the Bangers and Mash performance. You can see how perfectly on time Phil is on the drums. Colin's bass lines are just perfect, and Ed's backing vocals on tracks like Weird Fishes are just amazing. The tracks they play are so complex, and you'd never expect it to sound anything close to how the studio albums sound with all the production and piecing together they do. But in some cases, it sounds even better. King of Limbs was somewhat divisive for fans, and while I personally enjoy it, some people absolutely despised it. But with the release of the From the Basement performance, it turned some heads. Some people's opinions did a 180 upon hearing a live version of the album, and while it changed opinion overall, a lot of people just generally like the live version more. You can see what they were going for on the album and how complex the tracks really are with all the layers of rhythm. And it was so complex that they even had to pull in another drummer for the live version. But overall, the performance is just beautiful. You can see the emotion and work put into these tracks. These performances feel alive. And I think that's what makes them so special. This has been Stemp. Thank you for watching.